So morning guys, Richard here again, the Tech Chef. Welcome to my channel. This morning we're going to have a talk about this charger arrived from the HTRC store up on AliExpress. Now I don't normally use AliExpress, in fact this is the first order I've got from them, and I just want to thank Ellie from the HTRC store for sending me this charger to do this review. But first of all I just wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing, show you what comes in the box, and then in the next video we'll actually go and have a look at the charger itself and the functioning. But one thing I did notice when it arrived, the box had been slightly damaged. I guess that's from the manhandling of the package through its journey. It took 5 days from AliExpress to my home in the UK, so I was pretty impressed with that. I've heard some horror stories from AliExpress, and for my first buy from them I'm pretty impressed. So, alright, so let's have a look what's in the box. Obviously a user manual in English. So we'll have a better look at this when we actually go into looking at what's in the charger and how it works. But yeah, it seems like a pretty in-depth user manual. So let's put that aside. A balance port extension cable, so you can run the extension cable from the power point, which I'm really happy to see is a UK plug with a Mickey Mouse ear kind of connector, and it looks like a whole pile of different cables for different functionality and functions, I guess, for an external battery. Yeah, just normal. The only thing I've noticed now as I'm looking through these is all of the cables have Dean's connectors on them. Now I don't use a Dean's connector, and I'm pretty sure that most of the guys now in the hobby use XT60s or XT30s. So yeah, I think maybe AliExpress should have a look at giving us the alternatives, maybe even an adapter plug, because I'm going to have to go and cut all these off now and fit XT60s on, because I have nothing in my entire box that has a Dean's connector on it. So yeah, okay, cool. So cables and more cables. Let those aside. The other balance port, because this is a duo charger, you can charge two LiPos at the same time. And of course the charger itself. Let's just put the box aside. Anything on there that we need to know? Yeah, nothing really. Cool. So right, so that's the charger. Construction seems really good. The manufacturing quality is really good. All the sides of the box meet up, all the cover meets up nicely, there's no gaps. It has a clear film covering on the screen. This is obviously a touch screen. As it says, touch balance charge or discharge. It can do from 11 to 18 volts. Has an AC input and a DC input, so we can run this as a field charger. As you can see, there is the DC input, so you could connect any field charge size battery. I've got a 10,000 milliamp that I take to the field with me. So if I wanted another option, I normally use my small little ISDT 150 watt charger to take to the field, just simply because it's so small. But then I'm limited to charging one battery at a time, so although this may be a slightly bigger configuration, it's going to give the option of charging more than one battery at a time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So if you just give me 1 second, so let's just use a little 4S. Okay, so there's the first issue, that all my LiPos have a male fitting and that has a female fitting, so I'm going to need to make up an adapter for that. I also see there is a PC link micro. It's not actually micro, this is a mini USB, and it has it on both sides, so it'd be interesting to see what that is. On the front, obviously the two ports for the cables, the two balance plugs, so those would just plug in like so, and then it has two temperature sensor plug switches, so that it looks like a servo type connector. So if I wanted to, I could put a temperature probe on each of the LiPos as you're charging them and get a real-time temperature of the LiPo whilst you're charging. Let's have a look at the cables that they sent us. Right, so that would be the normal cable that I would use. However, in this case, I'll use the trusty cables that came from one of my other chargers for the test purposes whilst I reconfigure these and put XT60s on all of them. So that would be the one that this is the cable I'd use to charge my Tyrannus's life battery. Whoops. So that's the life battery that I use on my Tyrannus, and I will be having a go at testing and see whether or not I can charge two batteries of two different sorts at the same time. Right, so if you give me a sec, I'll come back. I'll just rig up some power quickly, and then we'll just have a quick look at what the power looks like. Right, so we're back again. Sorry about that. Right, so let's plug her in, see what happens. And she's powering up, which is always great. So as we can see, we had a charge bank, charge 1 and charge 2, so there will be obviously the left and the right banks. You can do LiPo, Life, LiLo, LiPo HD, nickel metal hydride, nickel cadmium, PB, which is normal lead battery, smart, not sure what smart batteries are, however, a settings, buzzer volume, low input. Cool, so yeah, some interesting stuff, but I think in the next video what we'll do is we'll go into the menu itself and a little bit more in depth into how this all works. And thank you very much for watching this unboxing. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.